This is the repair on Lloydie's top box for his motorbike. It came sailing off. I've just given it a bit of a sand to see what we're looking at with 80 grit. So yeah, we'll just get all these big scratches out. Looks like here really deep. It's going to need a plastic fill. And then yeah, it's scratched everywhere, deep scratches right through. So we're going to sand it right back. It's probably going to need a primer filler. We'll just have to sand all the scratches and lumps out, and a silver with a candy and a clear. But I've got a lot of sanding to do first. Alright, that's the top sanded. All the paints, or most of the paint's removed. A couple of sections here, they're just too heavy. Better just to leave it, it's pretty solid paint. I've sanded out most of the scratches. There's one there that needs to be filled. That needs to be filled. That there needs to be filled. These might be able to sand out. I think that's, oh, there he goes, the worst damage, just here. That needs to be filled. So I'll use some plastic filler and probably another one here. And we'll see how that sands out. But yeah, it had a pretty good coat of paint on it, that's for sure. Okay, put plastic filler in the deep scratches. Not that many of them. So I'll leave that overnight. Give it a sand in the morning. And we'll see how that comes up, and then give it a tape up the hinges and give it a primer surfacer, which is a sandable primer. So I'll give it a couple of coats of that, then dust a coat of black in there too, and then we'll block sand it, and we should be ready for the silver base. Okay, that's all the holes, all the scratches filled with plastic putty, sanded, and now ready for a primer sealer. I've just sanded it with 600 grit, got the little bits and pieces, so hopefully we'll put a primer sandable filler on, get some black on it and block it out so it's nice and flat, hopefully, and then we'll go from there. Alright, just getting ready now for a spray of the primer sealer. I've just given it a clean off with wax and grease remover and taped it all up. So yeah, we'll put a couple of coats on and we'll see how it comes up. Now that's with 3 coats of primer sealer, which usually goes on as thick as, but for some reason you can still see the red coming through it. I don't know why. So I'll give this a sand now with 600, put a layer of putty on, then wait a few hours, and then give that a sand and put another couple of coats of primer surfacer on, and then block it off. We'll see how that works. Alright, it's a coat of, or a couple of coats of spray putty over the top. So now that's got to dry for 2 to 4 hours. Then you can do, especially today, only being 9 degrees, it's going to be a bit longer than that. So it'll probably be tomorrow that I'll sand it, block it, sand it, and then put another couple of coats of sealer primer on the top, sand that to 600, then it's ready for a top coat. After a couple of hours, that putty's now dry. I've sanded it with 320 and finished it with 600. Now it's ready for another couple of coats of primer surfacer, which I'll spray on now and let that dry. I think it's 20 minutes or so, and then you can block sand it, but I'll probably, in this weather, I'll probably give it another hour to really dry off, and then I'll block sand it, and then it'll be ready for base coat. Whatever that base coat will be, once Lloydie sorts out the paints, we'll base coat it and then put a candy on and a couple of coats of clear and good to go. Okay, that's the last 2 coats of primer seal I put on it. It went on much thicker, much nicer than the first lot, covering. So now I'll just wait, give that a few days to really dry hard. Then once Lloyd gets the base colour, we'll block it, sand it and spray the base. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. It's come together quite well. All the dents are gone and scratches, and big scratches over here and over here. And with the filler sanded out quite nice. I suppose really until you put colour on you really don't know, but so far it looks good. So yeah, I'll wait for base now and go from there.